Hey, it's Allison here with Manifestation Society, and I want to ask you a quick question. Are you self-sabotaging your own manifestations without even realizing it? I bet you are, and this video is going to help you realize what you're doing that's actually preventing your manifestations from coming. Don't worry, this is something we all do. It's not a big deal, and you can actually change it, and I'm going to tell you how. So I know you've heard me talk about this before, but we have a section of our mind which is called the subconscious mind. And that's the part of the mind that is like controlling all of the things, okay? So think of your mind like an iceberg. You see the tip, which is like 5%, which is your conscious mind of like your thinking, you're talking, you're walking, you're all your things like you're consciously aware of. That's the 5%. The 95% of the iceberg under the water that you don't see, all of that is your subconscious mind. And all of that is actually controlling your entire thought processes, your emotions, your beliefs, your values. All of those things are in your subconscious mind. And that's like 95% of what's really going on. So I share all of that to say, if your manifestations have not come true, you are definitely self-sabotaging yourself because you probably have some limiting beliefs hidden in your subconscious mind that are preventing you from believing that what it is that you want is actually a possibility. So you could say, I want to manifest $1 million all the live long day, right? Every day you wake up, you could do your affirmations, you can constantly be thinking and saying and doing all the right things to manifest $1 million. But if deep down in your subconscious mind, you have a belief that you are not worth making that much money, that making money makes you a bad person, or you have a belief that having wealth is somehow a terrible thing, that's going to prevent you from actually getting that money. Does that make sense? So you have to reprogram, okay? So you're probably thinking, okay, Allison, great, I have a limiting belief. What do I do about that? What do I do? You can reprogram those beliefs and shift the thoughts and actually change those limiting beliefs so that you do believe you're worth making $1 million, and then the money will come to you. I mean, have you ever actually wondered, like, why are these manifestations not coming to life? Why is this not working out for me, right? It's because you have that limiting belief deep down in there. And I remember when I first started learning about manifestation and starting myself on my own journey, I felt like it was almost impossible to figure out what these limiting beliefs were. I was like, how do I know what they are? Like, I don't know. They're in my subconscious mind. How on earth do I know what my limiting beliefs are? But what's really cool about this work is that it does present itself. Like, you will have these like knowing within your body of like, this is what I believe to be true. And it like statements like I said before, like, oh, having $1 million makes me a bad person, or money is hard to come by, or money doesn't grow on trees. I got to work really hard to earn that money. Like, have you ever said those things, like, or had those thoughts, or are you like agreeing with me when I say those? Those, my friend, are all limiting beliefs. Those are all thoughts that were put into your mind by somebody else because of their thought system. And then they had taught you that that's the way the life works. That's the way that things happen. So an easy way for you to actually identify what your own limiting beliefs are, and I keep using money as an example, but this can really do with anything you're trying to manifest that hasn't come into your life, whether it's money, the perfect job, the perfect partner, spouse, a new house, whatever you're looking for, like the big thing you want to call in. If it's not coming, I encourage you to explore what your limiting beliefs are, because they are blocking you and you are self-sabotaging yourself without even knowing it. So this is an exercise I want you to do, okay? So I want you to pay attention to the language you're using around the thing that you want. Okay, so here's what I mean. I want you to write down on a piece, here's my eyes. I want you to write down on a piece of paper what it is you're trying to manifest. So at the top of the paper, I want you to write down, I am manifesting blank, right? Like, write it down, like whatever it is, no matter how big it is, write it down. And then I want you to start looking at what are the thoughts that automatically come into your mind when you look at that. Like, I'm calling in $1 million. I'm manifesting $1 million. What are the first thoughts that are going to come to your head? Well, how am I going to make $1 million? I can't make $1 million. My job can't make $1 million. I don't even know how I'd possibly have $1 million, right? Like, all those thoughts, like the shoulds, the can'ts, the won't, all those statements, I want you to write them down. And I guarantee you'll have those thoughts. And I want you to not judge yourself. Don't get upset about it. Don't be like, oh my God, I can't believe I actually think that way. it's okay. All of those things can be cleared out and shifted, but we have to know what we're working with. So I want you to write at the top of the paper what you're manifesting, and then I want you to write down all of the thoughts that come into your head about why this thing is not possible for you. Again, my name is Allison. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Please do this exercise. Let me know how it works out for you. And in the comments, please comment and share with me what are some of your common limiting beliefs that you feel are actually self-sabotaging your manifestation. And if I get plenty of comments, which I know that I will, I'll pick one and I'll do a video about your limiting belief, because let's blast all these limiting beliefs so we don't have to deal with them anymore, and let's get on to manifesting our best life. See you next time.